Hello everyone, welcome to Henry classes. Today we will discuss about previous year questions of Ouat. Let's start. First question was, which RNA acts as genetic material? Normally, in case of human and most of the organism, stable genetic material is DNA. Only in case of two organisms, there is RNA acts as genetic material. One is virus, another is viroids. Clear? So first option was rRNA, ribosomal RNA. No, it found in eukaryotes. mRNA also found in prokaryote and eukaryote. tRNA also found in eukaryotes. So next option was TMV RNA. TMV stands for tobacco mosaic virus. So it is a viral RNA. So it acts as genetic material. Clear? Move to next question. Which chlorophyll type is a primary universal photosynthetic pigment and acts as reaction center? Normally, there are four types of chlorophyll. One is your chlorophyll A, another is your chlorophyll B, another is your chlorophyll C, another is your chlorophyll D. Out of these, normally reaction center of any photosystem contain chlorophyll A. If it is photosystem 1, then its reaction center contain chlorophyll A which absorb 700 nanometer. If it is photosystem 2, its reaction center contain chlorophyll A which absorbs 680 nanometer. And about universal photosynthetic pigment, if we consider any kind of plant, it may be algae, it may be bryophyte, it may be pteridophyte, it may be gymnosperm, it may be angiosperm. In case of all these plants, we will find chlorophyll A. If we talk about algae are three types. One is your red algae, one is your brown algae, one is your green algae. In case of green algae, we will find chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Brown algae, it is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C. And red algae, it is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll D. So in case of every algae, the pigment which is common is chlorophyll A. So it is also called as universal pigment. Clear? So the answer is chlorophyll A. Okay. Then the next question was, which genetic disorder is sex-linked? That is X-linked chromosome and show effect in the defective form of blood clotting of factor either VIII or IX. Means 8 factor or 9 factor, basically called as Christmas factor. Then which disorder it will be? First option was sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is a autosomal disorder. In this case, RBC becomes sickle cell. So it will not be the answer. Second was your hemophilia A and B. Yes, this is the answer. In case of hemophilia A, there will be defect on 8 factor. In case of B, there will be defect on 9 factor. Okay. Move to next slide. So the answer will be B. Okay. Then the next question was, how many ATP are required for synthesis of one glucose molecule in C3 pathway? So let us discuss first about C3 pathway. In case of C3 pathway, the primary carbon dioxide acceptor was RUBP. Clear? When it receives carbon dioxide, there will be carboxylation reaction in presence of enzyme Robisko. And it is a 5 carbon compound. And when it absorbs one carbon dioxide, it break down into 2-3 carbon compound called as phosphoglyceric acid. Clear? After this step, there will be reduction and the acid part will be converted into aldehyde. So So the next compound will be 2-phosphoglyceraldehyde. In this step, there will be utilization of 1 NADPH2 for each amount of phosphoglyceric acid reduction. So here is 2-phosphoglyceric acid which are reduced. So there will be expenditure of 2 NADH2 which are oxidized to 2 NAD plus, and this step also there will be expenditure of 2 ATP. Clear? And the next step was regeneration of RUEP. Here one carbon dioxide is reduced to sugar. Clear? This is the basic formula of sugar, and this step is called as regeneration step. In this step there will be expenditure of 1 ATP. Clear? So for conversion of 1 carbon dioxide into sugar, there will be expenditure of 3 ATP in one C3 cycle. So for formation of glucose, we need to continue this cycle for 6 times, because glucose formula is C6H12O6. If we multiply this with 6, then it will be converted into glucose. So total ATP expenditure for one C3 cycle will be 3 ATP. If we multiply it with 6, then total expenditure will be 18 ATP. Clear? So the answer will be 18. Okay. Next question was, the matrix of mitochondria has, option 1 is single circular DNA, option 2 is double stranded DNA, third is double stranded circular DNA, fourth is single strand DNA. You know, there was a theory called as endosymbiotic theory in evolution chapter. It says all eukaryotes were derived from prokaryotes. Clear? And all the semi-autonomous organelles which were inside the eukaryote, that means mitochondria and chloroplast, are completely alike prokaryote. Means its all characters are similar to prokaryote. So if there will be any question regarding mitochondria or chloroplast, whatever character it asks, the character will be similar to prokaryote. So the question was, the matrix of mitochondria has which type of DNA? In case of prokaryote, there will be a double stranded circular DNA. So the answer will be C. Clear? Okay. Next question was, what is the shape of a simple star tank bioreactor? Actually, bioreactors are two types. One is simple star tank bioreactor, another is Parger bioreactor. One is simple, another was Parger. If we talk about simple star tank bioreactor, this is cylindrical shape like this. And if we will talk about Parger bioreactor, it will be flat shape. Clear? Rectangular tank. So here the question is simple star tank bioreactor. So the answer will be C. Clear? Okay. Next question was, in prokaryotic cell, mesosomes do not help in. Okay. So first let's discuss about mesosomes. In case of prokaryotic cell, there is 3 types of covering. One is your glycocalyx, one is your cell wall, and the next one is plasma membrane. In plasma membrane, at some locations, we found some infoldings, which are called as mesosomes. Actually, its main function is to help in respiration process. Without this, it also help in cell wall formation, DNA replication, and endocytosis. So, respiration is true, cell wall formation is true, DNA replication is true. So the answer will be hormone formation. Clear? Okay. Next question was mitochondria divided by. Actually, mitochondria is just like bacteria, so it divided by fission. Clear? It divided by fission. Which syndrome arises due to translocation of the major portion of chromosome? Translocation of the major portion of chromosome 21st to chromosome number 14. Straight question, the answer will be Down syndrome. If there will be translocation of chromosome number 21st to chromosome number 14, it is Down syndrome. Okay. Select the incorrect combination. First option was free nuclear endosperm groundnut. Free nuclear endosperm normally found in liquid state. There is no free nuclear endosperm in groundnut because it is in solid state. Cellular endosperm in datura. Non-endospermous seed bean and endospermous seed castor. All are true. Only first option was wrong. Clear? Free nuclear endosperm actually found in coconut water and palm tree, palm water. Clear? The prokaryotic cell are not represented by. In prokaryote, we normally found three type of organism. One is your archaebacteria, another is your eubacteria, and mycoplasma. So mycoplasma is correct. Blue green algae is a eubacteria and normal bacteria. So the answer will be amoeba. It included in protista, not in monera. Clear? Next question was, which of the following is not correctly matched? First is your lysine, basic amino acid. If we talk about basic amino acid, there are three type of amino acid. There is a trick, barrel H. B for basic, AR stand for arginine, L stand for lysine, and H for histidine. So there are three basic amino acid. One is your arginine, another is your lysine, and another is your histidine. So first option is correct. Then nucleotide, uridylic acid. In any case of nucleotide, the suffix was acid. So there are five type of nucleotide. One is your adenylic acid, guanylic acid, cytidylic acid, thymidyllic acid, and uridylic acid. Clear? Second option is also correct. Then glycerol. Glycerol, the option was it is a disaccharide. We clearly know it is a fat. So the wrong option was glycerol. Okay? So answer will be D. The next question was, Mendel proposed four postulates, where postulate 4 is referred to as the one is your purity of gamete, another is your principle of independent assortment of factors, third is your dominant unit factor, fourth is your principle of segregation. Actually, that fourth postulate he derived from the second cross, that is the dihybrid cross, and it is called principle of independent assortment of factor. It is called principle of independent assortment of factor. Okay. In case of Jayantia Hills of Meghalaya, it is an example of dash. Actually, this is a question from in situ conservation and the conservation of forest and organism. Biosphere reserve, it is a protected area. So Jayantia Hills is not exactly a biosphere reserve. Wildlife safari park is ex situ conservation. Zoological park ex situ conservation. Next one is the sacred groves. Sacred groves are those areas where people think hills as their mother. In case of Jayantia Hills, the local people think the hill as their mother and try to protect it. So it is an example of sacred groves. Clear? Okay. Which genetic disorder results in mental retardation and is inherited as an autosomal recessive trait? The first option was phenylketonuria. In case of phenylketonuria, there is a hormone called as phenylalanine hydroxylase. There was a hormone called as phenylalanine hydroxylase. This hormone producing gene was inactivated. So phenylalanine hydroxylase not produced. If it is not produced, then phenylalanine cannot converted into tyrosine and it is converted into phenylpyruvic acid, which is deposited in brain cell and called mental retardation, and the disease is known as phenylketonuria. Clear? It is phenylketonuria. So the answer will be A. The primary acceptor molecule ribulose 1,5-biphosphate. Ribulose. The primary acceptor molecule is ribulose 1,5-biphosphate. RUP of carbon dioxide fixation cycle was found by which scientist? Hatch and Slack, the options are wrong because they discovered C4 cycle. Next two scientists are Andrew Benson and Dicker. Exactly this compound was discovered by Andrew Benson. So it is a data question, you have to remember the scientist was Andrew Benson. Clear? Okay. Next question was, in condition of low intensity light and increase in temperature, the rate of photosynthesis when the light intensity was low, it was the limiting factor. So despite of increasing temperature, photosynthesis will not increase. Clear? And there will be, if there will be increase in temperature, there is a issue called as photorespiration. So gradually rate of photosynthesis will be decreases. So the answer will be decrease. Clear? Okay. Lysosomal vesicle do not contain. Lysosome is a single membrane bound structure which normally contain hydrolytic enzyme. So there are three hydrolytic enzymes in this options. One is your protease, another is your carbohydrate, and another is your lipase. So the answer will be insulin. Clear? Okay. In which place in 1856 Mendel started his experiment on controlled hybridization in garden peas? It is a direct question and it is a theoretical question. So you have to remember Monsantori garden at Borno. Clear? Which cell organelle is absent in almost all plant cell? In plant cell, ribosome is present, plastid is present, mitochondria is present. Centriole is a characteristic of animal cell. In case of plant cell, there will be no centriole. Clear? Then prosperm gamete is formed by failure of paired homologous to separate at anaphase. Process known as non-disjunction appeared in which case? The question was, in which case we get one extra gamete? So the chromosome number will be 47. What will be the answer? In case of phenylketonuria, It is a autosomal disorder. Where is point mutation in autosome? In case of actually the question was on chromosomal disorder. So there is two options on chromosomal disorder. One is your Down syndrome, another is your Turner syndrome. In case of Turner syndrome, we get one X chromosome less than normal. So the total chromosome number will be 45. In case of Down syndrome, we get one extra chromosome. So total chromosome number will be 47. So the answer will be B. Clear? Okay. Which of the following is incorrect about adaptation? Many adaptations are genetically predetermined. Okay. Some desert plants such as Opuntia do not have leaves. True. Leaf surface of many desert plants are covered by thick layer of cuticle. True. Penguin may concentrate their urine to require less water to excrete. This option is normally wrong. Normally this is found in kangaroo rat, not in case of penguin. Okay. These are areas allocated for wildlife where they can freely utilize their habitats and natural resources. These areas are called as national parks. What is called national parks? During photosynthesis, assimilatory power ATP only synthesized in which process of photosynthesis? Straight question, it is cyclic phosphorylation. Clear? In case of non-cyclic, there will be production of both ATP and NADPH. Clear? Which of the following is not an altitude sickness symptom? What is altitude sickness? When we move from lower altitude to higher altitude like Simla or Manali, there will be low oxygen pressure. So you feel some difficulties like heart palpitation, increase in heart rate, nausea, fatigue and vomiting symptom. Anemia means decrease in blood content. It is not found of altitude. It is not found in case of altitude sickness. So the answer will be D. Clear? In an aquatic plant like water lily, pollination is brought about by. In case of most of the aquatic plant, pollination is by either wind or insect. Only in 30 genera of monocot. In 30 genera of monocot, pollination is by water. Clear? So, if the question is water lily or water hyacinth, then the pollination is by either wind or insect. Clear? Which plant can tolerate high temperature and have greater productivity of biomass? So exactly question is asking in which plant there will be no photorespiration. What will be the answer? C for plants. Clear? So it is called hot climate plant. Which cycle plants are adapted to overcome photorespiration and deliver carbon dioxide directly to rubisco? Same question. In which plant photorespiration is absent? It is C for plant. Clear? Which genetic disorder is inherited as a dominant trait? Question is asking from this which is a dominant disorder. First one is a cystic fibrosis. It is autosomal recessive. Color blindness, it is X-linked recessive. Hutchinson disease, it is a dominant disorder. Phenylketonuria, it is autosomal recessive. So the answer will be C. Clear? Electron hole is formed which chlorophyll reaction center of photosynthesis? It is a question from non-cyclic photorespiration. In case of non-cyclic photorespiration, the arrangement of reaction centers are like this. This is photosystem 2, this is photosystem 1. When the light fall on PS2 and PS1, their electrons get excited. And through various electron carrier, electron from PS2 is transmitted to PS1. So there will be no hole formation in PS1. When the light fall on PS1 and PS2, both reaction centers electron get excited. From PS2 the electron is transported to PS1, and from PS1 it is transported to NADP and reduce it to NADPH. Clear? So this PS, in case of PS2 there will be formation of a void or hole for electron. Clear? To fulfill it, water split, and when two water split there will be production of 4H plus 4 electron. Clear? And oxygen. This electron is used in PS2. Clear? So answer will be B. In leucoplast of plant, elaioplast is a type of chloroplast which store oil and fat. Actually, if we type of plastid, not chloroplast, if we talk about plastid is of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Chloroplast and chromoplast help in photosynthesis. Leucoplast help in storage. It is of three types. If it stores starch, then it is called amyloplast. If it stores protein, then it is called eleuroplast. If it stores fat or oil, then it is called elaioplast. Clear? So elaioplast store fat and oil. This is all about 2023's OUT question discussion of botany. If you are interested in such kind of videos, please join us our YouTube channel and subscribe it. All the very best for your exam.